So today I've got our tech over here today, Martin Alvarado, and he's going to do some sealing on my roof for me and replace the skylight. I thought about doing it all myself, and I thought, you know, it's the roof. Roofs leak. Leaks cause damage. Let's have a pro do it. So I've got Martin up on the roof now. He's going to start this. So let's go up and join him.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do.
This is Martin Alvarado, a local technician. I talked to him about resealing my roof and replacing my skylight. The price he gave me I could not refuse. Martin said he's great for letting me videotape him, but he's a man of very few words, and said he really don't want to say anything to my camera. So we'll watch him work. He did a fantastic job for me. You can see how tedious of a job that is. We're going to let Martin get it done, and we'll come up when he pulls the cover off. So the old one's off. See the crack I had to seal in it from where we hit a tree in Daytona. Now more tedious work of getting all the sealant off of the roof so you can put the new one down. Glad Martin's doing this and I'm not. So Martin just used his hands and a small putty knife to remove the old leveling from underneath the old skylight. No better way of doing that, huh? Except for sitting there and pick and peel. There's no better way to do that besides just sit there and pick and peel.
Yes.
Alright, so the old skylight's removed, and pretty much most of the old adhesive is gone. We have a new icon one to put on in its place. It's a little lower profile too. So now Martin is applying the leveling to go underneath the new skylight. And from here he'll place the new skylight on top of that leveling and push it down, and just like you would with any other sealant. The only thing we had, no, I won't say a problem with, was if you look at the skylight, you can see that it's at an angle because the skylight is level inside the trailer, but the roof has an angle to it, so that skylight is higher on the outside than it is on the inside. But we were able to make that quick adjustment to make it so the skylight is not hitting the internal skylight at all. So it all worked very well. Alright, so now that we've placed the skylight, or I should say Martin's placed the skylight, I've just been supervising. He's just screwing it down in now. It took about 24 screws to put that back in place. So Martin's put in the last screw for the skylight. And from here, start applying the leveling to the top of the skylight. You want to make sure that you cover all the screws very well so that nothing leaks down through them, and then of course just reseal along the outside edge of that skylight. So when this was all said and done, between the skylight and the other vent cover and the other places he repatched, used about 10 to 12 tubes of leveling. That should do it, huh?
Yeah.
Now you were thinking we should seal around these rubbers too, where I patched the roof?
Yes, yeah, I will.
Yep. And then we're thinking we're gonna redo around that skylight or that vent. Slide patch the roof for the air conditioner when we replaced it, put a little holes in it. Martin says I should have sealed around the outside edges of it. Because he said that rubber will leak. Then the skylight that the roof vent that the previous owner replaced, we don't know why there's bolts sticking up through it. But he was thinking we just need to go over it. Has a lot of little holes in it. And he said those will all become leaks. When you reseal your roof, you want to make sure you have 2 or 3 nice weather-wise days to give the leveling time to set up. He's just going through the rest of the roof, and there's little spots here and there. He just wants to add level or two just to make sure we're solid and sealed. Martin actually came out a couple weeks ago and walked the roof and saw everything that he thought needed to be done. So. Alright, so Martin finished up everything. The new skylight cover is in, all sealed, looks good. He resealed around this vent cover that the former owner put in, and he thought it had some air pockets in it, so we resealed that. He touched up the front. And the back, just where it needed it. Mostly from where that tree hit over here. And like I said, he resealed my 2 little patches here. Says you should go around it because the edges will lift and leak. So that gets the top of the camper resealed. Gets the new skylight in. So another project off my list, and it was well worth the money Martin charged me to do it. It took him almost 2 hours to do that skylight cover alone, sitting up there on his knees, trying to pull the old one off. It took the long, of course, we spent most of the time on was getting the old one off. And putting the new one on was simpler because you just put the sealant down below, screw the skylight down, put the leveler over the top. So that takes less time. All the work is actually getting the old one off. Because he was up here crying with his putty knife, scraping getting most of it off the roof. So. But anyways, so if you're down in Harlingen, Texas, and you need your roof resealed, or your camper washed and waxed, or your vehicle's washed and waxed, or your house, he does mobile homes and park mows, any of that done, I would definitely recommend Martin Alvarado. I'll put the number and his information down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like our channel, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and hit that little bell so you get reminded when our videos come out. And we hope to see you on the road.